Let me say something very uncomfortable for all of you. You're not lazy, you're not stupid, you're not even undisciplined. You're paralyzed. Not because you have no options, but because you have lots of options. You have too many options, too many dreams, too many tabs open, and too many what if. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And that's the exact reason why nothing moves. And that's what I call ambition paralysis. We grew up told dream very big, do this, you have to achieve this, keep your options very open, don't limit yourself. Sounds good in theory, but no one told us the downside of that. What's the actual downside of that, you might be asking? When everything is possible, nothing gets chosen, nothing gets done. And if nothing gets chosen, nothing gets built. You know why I say that? Let me tell you a very mini story about myself. At one point, my life looked exactly like this. Drop shipping, I was doing drop shipping, drop shipping tab was open. My real estate videos were saved because I wanted to be a real estate agent because I heard it somewhere that they just do one commission, they make like 10,000, 20,000, $15,000. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to maybe give a try to that. I used to do coding courses because I used to see that people used to make websites and they used to charge local businesses how much, like 1,500 or 1,000 or $500 per website, and they took like 5 or 10 minutes to make it. I used to think that I also have to work on my body. Then I used to take gym program screenshots. I had to make content too because I had to make money online too. I had to sell courses. I had to, make online programs. I also heard it somewhere that you can also make money from investing. You can invest somewhere, and once you invest at a low amount and the stock fucking blows up, you will be making fuckloads of money. I was like, okay, that's a lot of money to make money. That's a lot of ways to make money. I'm gonna do all of these, at least one of them will land, right? That's what I thought. I felt very productive, but here's the actual truth that nobody taught me. I wasn't building anything, I was just collecting possibilities that maybe this could happen, maybe this could happen. Every day I would think, which one is the smartest move now? Which one is the best move on the chess? And every night I would realize I didn't even move any of them. I was busy. I was doing all of these things, but I was stuck. I had too many options. Guess what happened at the end? My body and my mind got tired of it. And here's what no one explains to you: your brain has a limited decision energy. Every option that you consider drains a little bit of it. You won't recognize it on the first day, but after a week, after a month, you will recognize that your brain is getting drained just by your own brain. So when you wake up thinking, should I do business or coding? Should I do gym or should I do, long term or short term money? What should I actually do? And by afternoon, your brain is freaking tired. You scroll, you plan, and then at the end, when nothing gets done, you actually and essentially procrastinate. That's what's happening with all of the youth right now in this economy. Decision fatigue kills the main thing that's actually needed in helping you and making your business, which is decision fatigues kills your momentum. Momentum is the most important thing if you want to, increase your ethic, or if you want to, succeed in anything, you have to be having momentum. And if something kills your momentum, you will be feeling that fatigue. Most people say, I'm just planning. You're not planning, motherfucker. You're hiding something. You're hiding your own brain fatigue. Planning feels very safe, and actual action, feels very risky. And you know what I have to do up after that? Let me tell you something. Planning lets you feel that you're very smart. You're strategizing all this, you know, you're doing all these strategies, so maybe, I mean, you will be able to succeed. You think that I've actually planned this until the end, so I will actually freaking succeed, right? So you plan more. Guess what? You research more, you prepare more. And guess what happens in the real market? Nothing gets tested, nothing is shipped, and nothing is proven. I'm talking about my top drop shipping. I'm getting all these memories that I used to do. I used to talk to all these retailers that, you know, I'm gonna buy it from this, I'm gonna buy something from this, okay, I'm gonna sell it from to this place, I'm gonna sell it to this customer, this should be my ideal customer. And after that, once I felt smart, I used to hop on to the other business. If you're this, let me give you one advice. Replace your planning with actual action. And when your fear is in control, you won't be in a mental trap. And if you say this, if I choose this, if I do this, I'm gonna give something. I'm giving up something else. So you don't even choose. But listen to me very carefully. Not choosing is also a choice. You know what? Let me tell you about girls. When you talk to girls, you know what happens? You know, if she's not replying, that's also a reply that she's not interested in you. She doesn't want to be, she's not attracted to you, or she's not very interested in you. She's not, showing the actual what, how do I say it? What's the exact word? She's not equalizing the attention that you are giving and the attention that she's giving. That's not equalized. And it's the worst one. Not choosing and not replying is also a reply. And that's the exact same thing that happens here. Because time still passes, energy still leaks, and confidence still drops. You don't say neutral, you slowly fall very behind of all of your friend groups, of all of your friends who stuck and who sticked to one thing. And this is the actual paradox that no one in this economy talks to young people. The more ambitious you are, the more stuck you feel. Why? You might be asking, if I'm very ambitious, I should be, getting things done, right? That's not the case. The more ambitious you are, the more stuck you feel. Why? Because ambition multiplies option, and the options they multiply the hesitation, and the hesitation actually kills the movement, which is the main thing that's required in this industry. You have to take action. And that's why all these average people, they outperform the talented ones. It's not like they're smarter. It's not like, they have something else that the ambition people they don't have. The only differential factor is they picked one lane and they stayed there long enough to see the actual results. Even if everyone was calling them cringe, that you are cringe, you won't be able to do this, you can't do this, I mean, look what he's doing, he looks like a fucking clown. They're still stuck because, they're not ambitious. They just want results and they stuck to one thing and they got the results. If I talk about myself, my turning point was very simple. I asked myself one question: if I could make progress in just one freaking area of my life, which one would that be? Which one was the exact word? Which one stat do I have to increase the most that would move my life forward the most? Not forever, not for life, just for 6 or 12 months. And that question changed everything. I closed all the tabs, I stopped dabbling, and I accepted that I will miss out on other things. And I was okay with that. And suddenly, guess what happened? Clarity appeared,